What's up, guys, and welcome back to Beyond the Void Horror Podcast. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be doing a spoiler-free review and an unboxing of Visual Vengeance's The Necrophiles. So yeah, guys, meet my friend over here. He's a double-headed guy. Got this in the mail, Necrophiles, which is a shot-on-video film. Now, if you're not familiar with what a shot-on-video film is, well, back in the day, 80s, 90s, people didn't have access to things like video cameras on their phones, and video wasn't a big thing until it was. And it came to the household market, and when it did, boy, did people want to make movies instantly.
Watch your favorite videos. Or make your own.
Give her some tongue, Daddy.
Necrophiles is one of those movies. Now, this is made in 1997. This is one of Visual Vengeance's releases that they've been putting out. If you're not familiar with Visual Vengeance, they are a boutique company that is run by Wild Eye Releasing. They actually put out new movies, underground and big, and started this new boutique label to kind of help push movies like this. So what is Necrophiles? Oh boy. Man, let me tell you about Necrophiles, and then we'll talk about what I think of the movie afterwards. So, a cannibal rapist, serial cannibal rapist, is out doing what he does, and of course, gets stopped by a pair of dumb cops who, one is a psychotic, deranged killer. They stop him, they kill him, and then when his body is buried, a group of Satanists come and do a sacrifice over the dead body, which brings his corpse back to life to start the serial cannibal zombie killings all over again. Only this time, he's got a huge zombie dong.
Oh my.
Yes, you heard that right. So this release comes with a slipcase. You know, of course, you got the back and the front here. Sorry. You also get the front here, which I think looks really good. The original, of course, is also on the reverse side. So if you are a fan of the movie and you grew up with it, obviously you're going to pick that one, as everybody does. This is also their second release. I have the other one that I'm going to be doing next. It is the Japanese Evil Dead. I'll be talking about that in another video. Inside the case, we got a little condom here. Yeah, it says Necrophiles on it. Obviously, you can't really use it. It says not to use it, that this is in entertainment purposes only. But I thought it was really kind of cute. They have this little condom that comes with it. They have a sheet of stickers here that just say, you know, exploitation, horror, unrated, Visual Vengeance, label, kind of like you would see on the video shelf. And they're going for that nostalgia. And I love this. I think this kind of stuff, when you add to a release, is fun, and that's what I want from a release, is to have fun, especially with these kind of movies. They also give you a poster in here, which is pretty cool. You get the poster for the Necrophiles, which is pretty awesome here. We'll be hanging this up, and they even give you little credits that you would get in the thing there. There's more commissioned artwork and just a very special thanks and things on the back here. So yeah, stickers, condoms, and of course the disc here, which you can have on Blu-ray here. The Blu-ray, of course, you know, it's going to be in the quality of the original movie. There's no way that they're going to be able to beef it up and make it look that much better. It looks like it does probably on the DVD quality. It is from the SD, the standard definition version of the Tape Masters. We also get brand new audio commentary with producer and director Matt Jaisley, who also does sort of like a, hey, what's up, talking about it, walking through the cemetery and kind of explaining what he's doing there. I didn't get to listen to the audio commentary, but it's on there. You also get an audio commentary with Matt Desiderio of the Horror Boobs and Billy Burgess of the Druid Underground Film Festival. So we also get Matt Jaisley's Super 8 short films. So he has a whole bunch of them on there. And a lot of this footage that you're going to be seeing also on here is going to be in 1080p. So this is actually part of the disc that is 1080p. You get a Chilean talk show segment, Dong of the Dead, the making of the Necrophiles, which is a really fun. I watched the whole thing of that, and they talk about how this whole thing was made, who was like cast in these roles, and you know, like for an example, like one of the main guys, one of the main cops who's crazy in this movie, and he's a psycho. He actually was in like some punk band with some crazy name. I won't save it for you to actually listen to. But he was in a crazy punk band that would always end up in fights at the end of the show. So, but they talk about a bunch of stuff in there. You also get the Corpse Super 8 film. You get a bonus movie, by the way, which is technically the third one, but also technically the sequel of this movie. So he includes the Necrophiles 3000, which he did in 2017, which I watched a little bit of. And this is the full feature film, by the way. So you're getting like 3 movies on this already, where he is using puppets in place of actors. And it's actually pretty entertaining. It's pretty funny.
Dear God, Jesus in heaven. Oh, for God's sakes, the baby Jesus.
You also get Necrophiles 3000 trailer, the Visual Vengeance trailer that they redid and made up, which is really fun. And they have English subtitles for this as well. And believe it or not, you can also listen to this movie in DTS HD. So yeah, I don't know how well that sounds. It automatically does it to the 2.0 when I first played it. So just FYI, if you want to hear it in DTS HD and hear this movie like you've never heard it before, including probably the creator of this movie, you can listen to it in DTS. But overall, like, I really like this release, and I'm excited to talk about the other release too, because they had something in there that I really love, but I'll save that for the other videos. Definitely check back for that one. As a package here and Visual Vengeance, I'm actually very impressed with what they're doing, and I'm not just saying that because they sent this out to me. No, I really feel like this is a good start. They're kind of doing the boutique thing that kind of is like Vinegar Syndrome is doing. I think it's cool that they're giving these the works. It's going to be an instant buy for a lot of fans of shot on video, as well as people who may just want to look for stuff that they've never seen on film before. Have a laugh, have a good time. The thing about these movies, and the thing I really like about Visual Vengeance and what they're doing right now, is that these movies were trying to do things that you wouldn't be able to see in the theater, or that you wouldn't be able to see on a TV screen that, was just too far for the MPAA, A lot of these shot on video films really push the boundaries of what they could get away with. So yeah, there's going to be some pretty extreme stuff in here, but you can't take any of it really seriously. Oftentimes these SOV films are shot on literally no money, but this one is actually a little different. This is from 97. This is a film that actually had some experience behind it and a little bit of a budget, and they made a pretty damn fun movie, in my opinion. I actually really enjoyed it. I've seen a lot of shot on video films, and I've seen some of the early ones. Necrophiles was a lot of fun. This is about a cannibal rapist, like I said, who does what he does, gets caught by 2 fucking bumbling cops, one a psycho, gets killed, gets put in the ground, gets resurrected by some Satanists with a fucking baby that was a rape baby. So offended people, this is probably not for you. And then later on, that baby comes back to kind of seek vengeance on the zombie. And this movie, wow. There's some really funny fucking moments. I laughed out loud, and I watched this by myself. Typically, when you're in a room full of people and you will laugh about stuff, it's contagious, right? But when you laugh by yourself, it's a real genuine laugh. And there were some really seriously funny things in here. I mean, they tied a fucking this baby doll, to a fucking string and had it fucking floating around like it's some supernatural thing. But that's kind of the creativity I love on shot on video. And the Necrophiles, is actually one of the better ones I've seen. It has a lot of gore, a lot of standing over people's stomachs, eating like raw organs, which, kudos to those people, because that shit looks disgusting and probably smells pretty bad too. Homemade chopping of legs. There's like stabbing. There's some of the worst acting that you'll ever see, but it's kind of like so bad it's good, like in a way. And I think with shot on video, like with how creative it is, like it's hard to like just hate it, because you kind of like instantly either get it or don't get it. This isn't going to be like a major major film production. We're talking like shoestring budget, like we don't have a whole lot of money, but we just want to make a film kind of creativity. And that sometimes brings out some of the most original, funny shit. And Necrophiles is a really good example of how you can be very creative with the camera, do different things to make it feel like a real story, and kind of make it flow all the way to the end. Now, this is only 72 minutes long, so it's not exactly a huge long film, but it does what it needs to do, and it doesn't wear out its welcome where it gets boring and dry. It just does what it needed to do, and it gets the fuck out, which is perfect. There's some really funny fucking lines in this movie that I just couldn't stop laughing about. Like, for example, there's a scene in the car with this cops.
Somebody's got to be fucking with. What the fuck are you doing, Manners? Are you fucking gone insane? What the hell are you shitting up? Have you lost your fucking mind?
Cold medicine. Don't worry about it.
And then there's just tons of like nudity from all these women and dongs and people getting their dicks ripped off and being stabbed and decapitated. Yeah, it's just a blast. So if you are into these kind of films, I wouldn't grade this on like a regular film score. Like, it's really hard to compare the Necrophiles to something like Hereditary. So on a SOV scale, I'd say this is like a 7 out of 10. Like, this is actually a really good one. I actually enjoyed watching it from start to finish. There's a couple of dry moments in it, but it holds you along. The cops are really fun in this movie, and it's obligatory stuff. Like, you just don't understand why this cop is going crazy. Like, one minute he's like the nicest guy, and he seems like so well put together, and the next minute he's just fucking losing his shit.
Blow their fucking heads off!
The satanic cult that's in here is pretty fucking funny. They even have like a room which has like Anton LaVey paintings, like legit Anton LaVey painting that are on the wall. So I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. If you're into SOV, I highly recommend it. If you have never seen an SOV, this is going to be around a 2 or a 3 for most people, okay? So this is like the layer of cheese that when you've been in horror and you've been struggling to find anything you can and you want to see the most depraved, messed up shit in the world, you turn to SOV because it's the most creative and fun out there. And I don't know, that's just how I feel about SOV. They're not always all great, they're fun. But yeah, you can pick this up right now from Visual Vengeance. I'll put some links down below if you guys want to pick it up. If you're a fan of this movie, please let me know in the comments section down below, because this is my first time watching it. So let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you. But thanks for coming by, guys. Thank you, Wild Eye Releasing and Visual Vengeance, for sending this out to me. I'm really impressed with what you guys are doing. Keep up this kind of stuff and that marketing to make it as fun as possible. And I think it's gonna be great. But let me know what you guys think about this movie and what you think of the release. And if you enjoyed this content, please hit the like and subscribe button. And as always, long live the void.